My name is Engineer Timothy Mwenda, the project manager for Sondu-Homabay, and I want to give a small brief on the project, the status, and the benefits to the community. So Sondu-Homabay was initially part of the greater Sondu-Homabay Awendo line, transmission line, which commenced in 2015, but the project stalled due to some issues with the contractor, and we had to terminate him and get a new contractor. We have now on board. We signed the contract in March 2024 this year, and we should be starting the works once the contract is effective, which is not, it's not yet effective, but it should be effective in the next 2 months, and we should be going to the ground where the scope of the contractor, he will be now doing the erection and stringing of the towers. The previous contractor had done the part of the design and supply of the materials, and now this new contractor is supposed to come in and complete the works for the transmission line only. The initial project had a substation at Tudiboro in Sondu, and then the other one in Diwa, and the next one in Awendo. So he had done the Diwa and Awendo substations, but he couldn't do the Sondu substation due to financial challenges, which we now pick it up as KETRACO to do the substation, source the financing from, hopefully GOK will be able to finance us. That will be the entire scope of the project in completion. But for this contractor, who is called Elemech, he's a local contractor. We're also trying to bring up our local contractors to be able to do some of these works, transmission line works. So this contract was only limited to local contractors, and we got Elemech, who will now do the erection and stringing of the towers. The line is about 69 kilometers from Sondu to Homabay. So his scope of work will be completing some of the foundations, about 5% which were left, and 90% works for erection of towers and stringing. So the contract is 24 months, but we plan to finish it earlier than that since some of the works had been done. So hopefully in a year, we should be able to complete the tower erection and stringing of the line and now start the energization. So the benefits of this line is it will shorten the distance for supply of electricity to Homabay counties and Awendo, Migori, which is in Migori County. Right now the supply to Diwa, which Homabay is in, is from the circuit. If I may explain the circuit, it comes, the power generated at Sondu, there's a hydroelectric power at Sondu, but that power doesn't go directly to Ndiwa, which is only 69 kilometers. It takes a longer route. It goes from Sondu, it goes to Mamboleo in Kisumu, then from Mamboleo in Kisumu it goes to Muhoroni, then from Muhoroni it goes to Chemosit, then from Chemosit it goes to Sotik, then Kegati in Kisii, then Awendo, and then finally in Diwa. That is a long route compared to the 69, that is roughly 300 to 400 kilometers, which now, and that circuit is also feeding other towns. All those towns I've mentioned have to be fed by the same line. So it lowers the quality of the power, causes voltage drops, and frequent outages since it can't feed the entire load. So the biggest benefit to this line is shortening the evacuation routes for this power from the Sondu, because that is a long route and it affects the quality of the power. Flickering of, that's why you see flickering of the light bulbs and all that. Also at Sondu, eventually when we build the substation, 132 to 33, it will also have the same benefits to the people of around here, Sondu, who also get power through a long route. The power is generated at Sondu. It has to go to Mamboleo, then it goes to Muhoroni. From Muhoroni, that's when they have the feeders, which is also another long route, and the power is just there. So with this one, we'll step down to 33, which now KPLC can build the feeders to now the customers. So those are the biggest benefits for this line, and hopefully in 12 months' time, we should be able to complete the works if everything goes smoothly. We've had courtesy calls with other stakeholders, the county government of Homabay and Kisumu, and also Migori, who have promised to support us. So the power flowing from Olkaria comes from Olkaria to the source, then Kisumu, Kibos substation, where we are right now. So from Kibos, they step down to 132, they take it to Mamboleo. Then from Mamboleo, it goes to, again, Muhoroni. From Muhoroni, it goes to Chemosit, then Sotik, then Kegati in Kisii, then Awendo and Thiwa. So that is also a very long route for the power to go to South Nyanza and the Central Rift. So there's another shorter route through Narok Bomet, Olkaria, Narok, Bomet. Then from Bomet, it's connected to Kisii. So there's a missing link between Narok and Bomet, which there are also plans to construct a transmission line, which is very urgent and critical to also to alleviate the challenges in South Nyanza and also the South Rift and South and Central Rift. So that line, the plans they have is to, right now they're in tendering stage, they should be concluding their bidding and the procurement of a contractor. So they're in the final stages of getting a contractor. From there, I think they have a plan to do it in a year or less. So with all this, Narok, Bomet, and Sondu-Awendo, those two lines should be able to alleviate the challenges of power supply and quality of power supply in the South Nyanza region and the South and Central Rift, which are very important to KETRACO, and we are very keen on completing them. And work is great going on, preparations are ongoing for the contractor. Once he gets to the ground, he doesn't have a lot of challenges. So that is the plan KETRACO has to alleviate the challenges of power in Central Nyanza. Thank you.